Namaste. Welcome to this session. Today's topic is kindness. Let me first read what Swami Kriyananda wrote on kindness. When you can view all human beings as members of your own extended family, your brothers and sisters, mothers, fathers, and children, then you will find wherever you go that love awaits you, welcomes you. It is God who gazes back at you when you behold Him in all. Kindness is the recognition that all are truly our own. Kindness comes from not minding how others feel about us. It comes from the simple understanding that kindness is its own reward, worth giving out to others, because the source of so much sweetness in ourselves. For those of broad sympathies, the very universe is home. Paramhansa Yogananda often used the illustration of a gas burner. He said that each of an individual jet on the gas burner is us, each of us. These jets look separate from one another, but if you look below, you will only see one pipe, one source. Everything, every one of us, comes from one source. The life flowing through my veins is the same as the one that is flowing through your veins or of any creatures. All of us are expressions of God, of God's love. One of the chants that Swami Kriyananda wrote goes like this: what is this life flowing through my veins? Can it be other than divine? We develop this awareness of oneness through different practices, meditation, or self-study, introspection. And in Autobiography of a Yogi, in one of the chapters, there is a small discussion on this point. This is from chapter 5. A perfume saint displays his wonders. So in this chapter, young Yoganandaji, he meets a perfume saint. But before that, there's a few episodes, and one of them is that he comes across a sadhu, and they have conversations at Kali Ghat temple in Kolkata. So let me read a few passages from here. So this sadhu says, inner research soon exposes a unity in all human minds, the stalwart kinship of selfish motive. In one sense at least, the brotherhood of man stands revealed. An august humility follows this leveling discovery. It ripens into compassion for one's fellows, blind to the healing potencies of the soul awaiting exploration. Only the shallow man loses responsiveness to the woes of others' lives as he sinks into narrow suffering of his own. The one who practices a scalpel self-dissection will know an expansion of universal pity. Release is given him from the deafening demands of his ego. The love of God flowers on such soil. I love his expression of scalpel self-dissection. But when we especially go through some agitation or fear, worry, or some crisis, we feel that, this is the worst thing in the world that is happening. And we feel righteous about feeling bad or feeling angry or agitated. But as he said, once we start our spiritual journey and once we make it a practice to dissect what is going on in ourselves, how these emotions, how these reactions are coming, then when you see someone else reacting, responding in similar way, instead of feeling that why is he acting like that, we understand why he's feeling such distraught or such despair. We feel compassionate. We want to console that person. I was also talking about one of our friends who started meditating recently, and it was also applicable to this topic, because he said one of the changes that he found in himself or in his life after started his meditation is that he became more kind. When he interacts, or he, not even talking, but he meets someone, or so even strangers, the first feeling that he has is that of compassion or that of kindness, rather than who is he. And probably those of you who are already on the spiritual path would resonate with what this friend said. Paramhansa Yogananda, there's a book by Paramhansa Yogananda called Whispers from Eternity. This is a collection of prayers. And one of them is a prayer for expanding our love, expanding love from myself to all my brethren. So the prayer goes to ask, teach me to love my family more than myself. Teach me to love my neighbors more than my family. Teach me to love my country more than my neighbors. Teach me to love my world more than my country. Expanding love. because all are one. All of us are coming from one source. We are all brothers and sisters. We are all being lived by God's love. We breathe God's love. That's what the language is that Yogananda ji uses in that prayer. I recommend, if you are interested, to read that prayer. It's very beautiful and powerful if you practice. Now, let's also practice the affirmation on kindness together. We'll first repeat loudly, with power, with concentration, with faith, and then taking inward with softer voice and into subconscious, and then finally into superconscious. So let's start with loud voice. Please repeat after me. The whole world is my home, and the human race my family. With God's kindness, I embrace all men. The whole world is my home, and the human race my family. With God's kindness, I embrace all men. The whole world is my home, and the human race my family. With God's kindness, I embrace all men. Now, in the normal voice, absorbing the meaning. The whole world is my home, and the human race my family. With God's kindness, I embrace all men. The whole world is my home, and the human race my family. With God's kindness, I embrace all men. The whole world is my home, and the human race my family. With God's kindness, I embrace all men. Now in a whisper. The whole world is my home, the human race my family. With God's kindness, I embrace all men. The whole world is my home, the human race my family. With God's kindness, I embrace all men. Now silently, focusing at the point between the eyebrows, let's repeat. The whole world is my home, and the human race my family. With God's kindness, I embrace all men. The whole world is my home, and the human race my family. With God's kindness, I embrace all men. And let's close with this prayer. Divine Mother, help me to see that by kindness to others, I attract not only theirs in return, but thy kindness as well. May I be kind to others always. May my kindness act as a channel of thy unselfish love. Divine Mother, help me to see that by kindness to others, I attract not only theirs in return, but thy kindness as well. May I be kind to others always. May my kindness act as a channel of thy unselfish love. Thank you for joining this session. Joy to you.